Genesis chapter 21, Abraham's sons. Genesis chapter 21, verse 1. The Lord was kind to Sarah. He did what he promised to do for her. Sarah became pregnant. She gave birth to a son for Abraham, who was very old. This happened at the time when God had said it would. Abraham called his son Isaac. This is the son that Sarah gave birth to. When Isaac was 8 days old, Abraham circumcised him. This is what God told him to do. Abraham was 100 years old when his son Isaac was born. Sarah said, "Now God has made me laugh. Everyone who hears about what happened will be happy with me." She also said, "Abraham would never have thought I would feed a child at my breast, but I have given birth to a son for him, even when he is old." The child grew stronger, and he began to eat food. On that day, Abraham prepared a big party meal. Then Sarah saw that Ishmael was laughing at Isaac. Ishmael was the son of Abraham and Hagar, the Egyptian servant. So Sarah said to Abraham, "Send that slave woman and her son away from here. Ishmael must never receive any of our family's things. Everything must belong to our son Isaac." This made Abraham very sad. Ishmael was his own son. Excuse me. God said to Abraham, "Do not get upset about Ishmael or about Hagar. Do whatever Sarah tells you. Your family's descendants will come through Isaac, not Ishmael. But because Ishmael is also your son, I will make his descendants become a great nation of people too." Abraham woke up early the next morning. He took some food and some water in a bottle that he had made from animal skin. He gave them to Hagar and put them on her shoulders. Then he sent Hagar away with their son Ishmael. She went and she traveled around the wilderness of Bathsheba. After they had drunk the water, Hagar put her son in the shade under a bush. She herself sat down about 100 meters away from him. I cannot watch this boy die. As she sat there, she began to cry. Ishmael was crying to God, and God heard him. The angel of God spoke to Hagar from heaven. What is the trouble, Hagar? Do not be afraid. God has heard the boy while he is crying there. Go over to him, lift him up. Take hold of his hand and help him stand. I will make him become a great nation of people. Then God helped Hagar to see clearly. She saw a well with water in it. She went over to the well and filled the bottle with water. She gave the boy some water to drink. God took care of Ishmael while he grew up. The boy lived in the desert. He became a hunter of wild animals. He lived in the Paran wilderness. Hagar, his mother, found an Egyptian wife for him to marry. Abraham and Abimelech make an agreement together. At the time, Phicol was the leader of King Ab's army. Ab and Phicol said to Abram, "We see that God helps you in everything that you do. Please make a promise to me in front of God." Promise that you will never deceive me or my children or my descendants. You are living in this land as a stranger. I have been kind to you, so please show that you also will be kind to us. Abraham said, "I promise to do all that." One day, Abraham complained to Ab about a certain well of water. Ab's servants had taken the well from Abraham. They said the well belonged to them. Ab said, "I do not know who has done this. You did not tell me before. I did not hear about it till today. Verse 27. So Abraham brought some sheep and some cows, and he gave them to Ab. The two men made a promise to help each other. Abraham took 7 female lambs from the sheep. He put them in different places from the other animals. Ab asked Abraham, "Why have you put these lambs in a different place?" Abraham replied, "You must accept these 7 lambs as a gift from me. That will show that you agree that I dug this well. Everyone will know that it belongs to me." Because of that, the name of this place became Beersheba, because the two men made a promise there. In that way, they made a promise of Beersheba to help one another. Then Ab and Pakal, the leader of his army, returned to the land of the Philistines. Ab planted a damask tree in Beersheba. In that place, he whispered to the Lord, who is God forever. Abraham lived in the land of the Philistines a long time. Thank you for listening to this verse. I hope it helps. I know I stumbled a little bit, but I got through it. So thanks again. God bless.